Hey guys, Bluebridge here, and after our hard-fought victory over Brighton, next up is Manchester United. Games are coming thick and fast over this December period, so hopefully we can get back-to-back victories. And in this video, I'm going to educate you a bit about Manchester United and how they compare to what Chelsea are going through at the moment. So let's get into it. So guys, before I get into the video, a couple of apologies. I'm a man who apologises when I get things wrong. It wasn't me who got things wrong, to be fair. It was the commentary what I was listening to on my stream for the game on Sunday. They said that Craig Pawson had been advised by the VAR to give a penalty for that Levi Cole situation, but in fact, that was totally the opposite thing that happened. What had happened was that Craig Pawson had pointed to the spot. A lot of us missed it because he didn't really, it wasn't really exaggerated point to the spot. He was like a little point to the spot, like he was unsure of things. And then it was the VAR who suggested that he take a look at it because it was a clear and obvious error. And because it was a clear and obvious error, and he had blown the whistle while the ball was still in play, that's why we had the drop ball. So when I said it was farcical, then no, it wasn't. The rules were played out exactly how they were meant to, and that's what's happened. So if anyone doesn't know the reason why this all went on and they haven't had an explanation, that's the reason why. Anyway, into the game now on Wednesday. We got two underachieving teams, I wouldn't say sleeping giants. Chelsea just fell asleep. We were giants before. Manchester United have been, they have not won the league for many years now. Never won a league since Alex Ferguson has left the club. And so I'm going to be drawing similarities from Chelsea and Manchester United because, again, trying to educate a lot of our fan base because we are always hearing we are Chelsea and we should be at the top at all times because this is Chelsea. We don't expect standards to drop. Manchester United are a much bigger club than Chelsea. That's a fact, okay? I'm saying that as a Chelsea supporter. And if anyone doesn't think so, they either got blue tinted glasses on or don't know their footballing history. If you go back in footballing history, you'll know that Manchester United are probably arguably the biggest club in the Premier League at the moment in England. And what happened, Manchester United dominated, anyone who's old enough to remember, they dominated the league from 1992, I think, when the Premier League came. I think Leeds United had won the league the season before, and then Manchester United dominated the league for almost a decade. And it was a ding-dong between Manchester United and Arsenal, but Manchester United came out on top on many occasions. And even when Roman Abramovich came and took over at Chelsea, we did the back-to-backs, but then Ferguson, what did he do? He came out and they won 3 in a row. So that we did 2, they did 3. And I think they still won in that period. Did they win more leagues than us in total? Or it might be neck and neck of the number of trophies of league titles won. We won more trophies overall than them, but I think they still edged it in the amount of league titles that they won. And so it just takes certain things, certain situations, certain circumstances, and everything changes. And with Manchester United, as I said, it was Ferguson was at the helm for 20 odd years. He left the club and they haven't been able to replicate that success since. And the other thing was the owners. They were taken over by the Glazers. The Glazers were more interested in taking money out of Manchester United than putting money into the club, so they didn't really invest. So there are some parallels there, and a lot of people are first going to draw parallels with the owners and saying they're like the Glazers, but they're nothing like the Glazers. They've made mistakes, and I keep saying that to people. They have made mistakes, but they are investing in the club. They've poured money into the club, so people cannot label that at them at the moment. And with us, the circumstances were the war in Ukraine, Abramovich had to go, a lot of upheaval at the club, and so this is why we are in this transitional period. Hoping the transitional period wouldn't be as long as Manchester United's, because they've been in the doldrums when it comes to league titles and the big trophies for many, many years now. But I just wanted to say that just because of the size of your club, it doesn't guarantee you success. You know, Liverpool fans can say that in the 80s, and Arsenal fans can say that. They're just coming back to the top table now. And so you always have peaks and troughs in this league. So, you know, we are Chelsea, yes, but they are Manchester United. So if it can happen to them, it can happen to us. So, you know, let's not be a bit spoiled and snobbish about all of this. You know, I said before, and I keep saying it, I'm not want to drop our standards. I don't think we should try and drop our standards, but we need to be realistic about the situation. So, coming into this match, dangerous for Chelsea this game. Manchester United were horrible against Newcastle. Body language was terrible, and you know, people like Rashford is out of form totally. You had Martial, who was just walking around, not closing down. And today, the news coming out of Old Trafford is that there's a split in the camp. 50% of the players haven't bought into Ten Hag's style of football. And so there is a bit of disunity going on, and they don't get on with him. They say their training's a bit too hard, regimental, and they don't like the style of football that he's playing. And so it's all up and down for them at the moment. So it's not rosy in the camp. But a lot of Chelsea fans know the script already. When teams are going on a bad run, when people are going into bad form, call on Charity FC and we'll get you back on track. So I'm not using this as a, whoa, we've got a big chance of beating them, because we haven't, let's be honest, we haven't beaten Manchester United now for many seasons. Even when they're terrible managers like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we still didn't manage to beat them then. When was the last time was it Mason Mount, 1-0? Was it Stamford Bridge or Old Trafford? I can't remember. That's the last time. That was about 4 or 5 seasons ago that we've beaten them. Lots of draws in there, but we suffered the humiliation of a 4-1 defeat. Was it 4-0? Can't remember. It's gone out of my memory last season. So you know what? It was Chelsea Man U. It's never, for me, the last few years, never been a great fixture for us. It's quite funny, actually, because when I was growing up, Manchester United were that top team. Chelsea weren't really great, mid-table team, but we always seemed to get the better out of Manchester United. But now the tables have turned. Manchester United seem to be our bogey team at the moment. So it would be great to get back-to-back victories. You know, that would do a lot for the fans, especially after the win against Brighton. If we can get another victory over Manchester United, that would do the confidence a world of good. But I'm sitting on the fence for this one. I don't know how it's going to go, because I don't know what Chelsea are going to turn up. I don't know what Manchester United are going to turn up. So you just have to wait and see for this one. Are you guys confident for this game? What's your predictions? Win, lose or draw? Stick it in the comment section below. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, and be notified every time I make a new video. So take care. Bye-bye.